Hello and welcome to On The Bench LFC. So it's transfer deadline day. We haven't got long left. The Premier League deadline finishes at 5 p.m. today. So we will know for definite whether Liverpool have or haven't signed anyone new. I highly doubt it. I will say that straight away, that Liverpool have any more incomings. But we will discuss it anyway, and I want to find out what exactly your guys' views are on Liverpool's deadline. Not deadline, but transfers this window. Has it been a good one? For me personally, I think it's been, if not the best transfer window, at least one of them. So I want to get everyone's views on this so far. I'm going to turn this down because it's a little bit loud in my ear. I've got the usual... I've got it up on the phone here so I can hear what's going on here. I also want to hear who you think has had the best transfer window so far as well. Thank you for joining me live, everyone. If you're not live and you're watching it back on the replay, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you make of our transfer window. Could we have gone one step further? Could we have signed someone else? Do you think it would have helped us? Do you think there was a player out there? Obviously on the thumbnail, I've put Fekir on it. Is he the one that got away this window? Will we go back in for him in another window? There's a lot that we could discuss in this one. I just wanted to see the transfer window over the line. We've all been in live streams this transfer window. We've all spoke a lot about transfers. It would be nice to see it across the line when it's together. So thank you for joining me, everyone. Fernando says, straight away, next year we should be aiming for Lascelles, Fekir and a backup winger. Do you know what, Ferno? I think I'm exactly on the same page as what you are, my friend. Lascelles, another solid centre-back in the door. Tick that box off. Fekir, why not? It didn't happen this transfer window. Seen rumours today that I think, if I'm right, that Chelsea put in a bid or something. I don't know how true that is, but put in a bid and it wasn't enough. And Leon turned it down. So that's a talking point for this one, if any of you guys know any more than me on that. So yeah, go for Fekir. If he stays at Leon, go for Fekir in the future. And of course, yeah, a backup winger, especially if Shaqiri is going to be playing a midfield role for us this year. If he will be used more centrally than what he is out wide, then definitely go for someone that will be able to come on if Mane needs a rest, Salah needs a rest. Shaqiri can do that as well, but Shaqiri hasn't got the pace that Mane and Salah has got. A pacey player that can get in behind, because we see when Salah comes off the pitch, there is a dip. There's a dip in the way we play. It allows teams to kind of come at Liverpool a bit more because they're not as fearful. They can push up the pitch a bit more. They know that the pace of Salah is now not on the pitch, so they can come out. They can come at us. So yeah, to bring somebody else in that could give us that still, even if Salah's not on the pitch, would be fantastic. I mean, Mane's got that pace, but it would be good to see someone else in. So I think that's a fantastic comment straight off the bat, my friend. David says Chelsea have put a 60 million bid in for Fekir. David, that's what I said. I've seen that apparently they've bid. Now obviously today I've been out and it is absolutely pouring down here, so my beard's a bit fluffy, so apologies. All right, I'm not one of these that grooms for YouTube, so sometimes my beard would be a bit el fluffy. All right, guys. Joe says great window, Daz. Might get him in the winter window. You'll never walk alone. Exactly, Joe. Good points. We may just do that. We may do. What else have we got here? Welcome to the live stream, everyone. The chat has bounced quite big here. Origi is a decent backup winger and a striker, says Ferno. Saftak says FFS. We all know what that means. No Fekir then. It doesn't look like it. Not for Liverpool. I've been saying it for weeks now on my channel. Up to a certain point, I believe that Liverpool was definitely in for Nabil Fekir. We targeted him for over a year, and then for whatever reason it fell through this window. Liverpool have not changed their stance on going back in there at the moment. So that's why I haven't been talking about him a lot on the channel. That's why I haven't been doing continuous videos saying, oh, Liverpool are going to go back in for Fekir. I haven't wanted to do it because I didn't want to get people's hopes up, because I didn't actually believe that Fekir will still happen. I've got this in my head that Fekir may happen in the future, just not this window. I didn't think it would happen, to be honest. We signed no one. That's bad, says Gurmit. What do you mean, Gurmit? What do you mean that's bad, my friend? Are you suggesting that we didn't sign anyone today, so that's bad? Or are you overlooking this whole transfer window as being bad? Because obviously we've signed some good players this window, so let me know exactly what you mean by that's bad. Are you the same that you wanted another attacking midfielder? Did you want another centre-back? Let me know, my friend. Julian says, how's it, Daz up? What's up with Fekir? Nothing new with Fekir. As far as Liverpool related, I saw a little rumour earlier. I was out. I've been keeping an eye on everything today, but I saw that apparently a rumour was that Chelsea bid for him, and I think Leon turned it down. I think they wanted 10 million more or something for the player. So yeah, not too sure. Apologies about the voice today, and I've just spilled my drink all over my trusty notepad as well. Apologies about the voice. I've got a really bad throat today, guys, so I do apologise, but I wanted to do this live stream with you lot today. Mystic says hello. Hello, Mystic. How are you today? SMS says hi. I'm back. Welcome back, SM. Today has been bad, says Gurmit. So have you been following this all day then, expecting a signing today from Liverpool? What we're looking at the moment, guys, is Danny Ings looks likely out of anyone to be possible to be leaving. But at the same time, Danny Ings may end up staying this window. We're seeing that apparently there's been talks there, but no one's actually putting a bid that Liverpool are willing to accept for Danny Ings. So he could end up staying. And then the situation there would be that Dominic Solanke could end up going on loan to Rangers under Steven Gerrard. So let me know what you guys are making of that. Obviously, Klopp wanted to keep Danny Ings, didn't he? Klopp rates Danny Ings. I've said that I think Danny Ings is a good player, and I wished him all the best if he did leave. So yeah, if Danny Ings ends up staying, then we've got Sturridge, Danny Ings, and if Solanke does go on loan to Rangers, I said that I think Solanke would benefit a loan move. So I think that would be a big plus all round. I think Danny Ings, if he stays fit, he's still a player that if he gets a certain amount of game time would do well, and I think he would do well in the cup games for us as well, guys. I really do. Gareth says hi, Daz, we have enough players. Thank you very much, Gareth. How are you today? It's T Obey says, hey Daz. Hello, it's mate, how are you? Would rather keep Origi than Ings, to be honest. Also, Kyle, you're not a fan of Ings, you would rather keep Origi. Is that because you're looking at Origi as a plan B kind of striker? He gives us something a bit different to what the other strikers would give or offer. Let me know your views on that one. Or is it just you think that Origi's better than Danny Ings all round? Let me know. Gary says, Daz, I think Fekir could sign. Oh, Gary, you're still saying that Fekir could happen. We've got less than an hour, guys. We've got less than an hour. I've got everything up, ready, but I think it's highly unlikely that Fekir comes to Liverpool now. Maybe in the future though, guys. Maybe in the future. Obviously, on my channel, I will be keeping a close eye on Fekir. If he stays at Lyon, then you know that next transfer window, I will be well aware of Fekir if it's possible for him to come to Liverpool. So I will let you guys know. Mitchell says, update on transfers, Daz. In work, haven't seen the madness of deadline day. So at the moment, Danny Ings, obviously, what we've got is Danny Ings wasn't at Melwood today because he was on standby for if he had to dash for a medical. Palace and Saints are in talks. They've been ongoing for Danny Ings, but the bids have been they haven't been deemed sufficient for him, so he could well stay. Solanke could end up going out on loan to Rangers. That could happen at any point this month. What else have I got here? Let me just grab this up here for you guys. I better tweet that one out. I didn't even tweet out on Twitter that I'm going live. Let me get on my profile here because I did this. Neil Jones had put out this earlier. He did say about Danny Ings. So Neil Jones has said this quiet deadline day at LFC. Danny Ings probably the only one to watch today. Told no progress on a move for Shea Ojo at this stage, and all quiet on Marco Grujic as well. The rest, Mignolet, Origi, Markovic can run for the rest of the month. No incomings are expected. So that was Neil Jones. That was a few hours ago. He had put that one out. Let me just see whether there was anything else there. So obviously Everton look like they're trying to make some moves as well. Spurs, still, we don't know whether Spurs are going to be making any signings this window. From what I hear on this, whether they're going to be doing anything else. Man United, they still talk about defenders, but they're falling apart. All their moves just looks unlikely. Courtois, he's already kissing a badge at Real Madrid. I've seen what they're saying. Obviously, Chelsea have signed a world record goalkeeper now, which I think is amazing because that actually just takes the pressure off Alisson and the fee that we paid for him. Well done, Chelsea. We can always count on you to splash your money about. But yeah, as far as Liverpool are concerned, there's nothing in a way, shape or form that I think suggests that Liverpool are going to be signing anyone, Everton have done some business this window that I think is good for them. Who's impressed you guys the most this window? Michael Dunn, welcome to the live stream, my friend. Good to see you in here. And everyone else as well, thank you for joining me. Gavin Rossi's in the building. Great transfer window. One of our best in my lifetime. Could do with Fekir and a centre-back. Very excited. Sturridge, Shaqiri, Mane, Salah as a winger. Ings, Origi, Firmino as strikers. With that, yeah, definitely. Ali says Fekir in January. Pulisic next summer. Ali, definitely very likely, mate. I would say that we could well go back in for Fekir in the next transfer window. And Pulisic, I've said all along that I think it makes complete and utter sense that Liverpool try and sign him in the summer next year, business-wise, and he will have another year under his belt as well. So, yeah, definitely, guys. I'm up for that. And, of course, this channel that you're on now, if you're new to it, we will be talking about transfers throughout the year if there's anything to talk about. Plus, when the transfer windows happen, I always follow everything with Liverpool and transfers, so you will know as soon as it comes to the time. Liv says, I like the effort of Danny Ings. We just need him to score when he gets on the pitch. With Solanke, we need more effort and for him to finish those shots. Liv, definitely, my friend. I like that. I have to agree. I think in the cup games, if Danny Ings started banging in goals, everyone would be like, lovely. Glad that Danny Ings would stay back. If he does stay back at this point, we're seeing that Danny Ings may end up staying back, guys, for anyone that's just joining. There hasn't been a sufficient bid yet come in for him. Liverpool obviously want 20 million for Danny Ings, around that fee. Klopp does highly rate Danny Ings, and he's not in any rush to sell him, so that's why Danny Ings could end up staying. Danny Ings only wants to leave because he wants game time. Zach says Wolves have done a great job. Zach, definitely. I wanted to say Wolves has really impressed me this window. I think, people are saying they've done bits this window is what I keep seeing on Twitter and stuff, but yeah, they've done really, really well. Connor says, Daz, where do you think Liverpool will finish this season and how far in the Champions League will we go? I think Liverpool are going to be finishing in the top two. I don't want to say we're definitely going to win the Premier League because I don't ever do that. I think we could definitely challenge Man City. Definitely give them a run for their money this year. I think it comes down to other teams trying to take points from City as well. If other teams do their job, if City don't just run away with the league again like they did last year, and Liverpool just do what we've got to do, then why can't we, give it a good run? And in the Champions League, look, I say that we're stronger than what we was last year. I think we've got better squad depth. I know that we, in my opinion, and in a lot of yours, we could have done with maybe one or two more signings to really say that we could go for everything. But I'm happy with what we've got. I think we look stronger to perform next year, to go for silverware. And I think in the Champions League, we're definitely stronger than what we was. And we got to the Champions League final. So why can't we go to the Champions League final again? And why can't we go one step further and win it? Hopefully the injuries stay at bay. Hopefully if we did get to the Champions League final, or should I say, when we do, we've got options from the bench. And they better not be dirty as well. If we manage to get against someone like Real Madrid or something, those referees need to be on their bloody game. We saw that Liverpool could have finished second last year if decisions went for us. We was the unluckiest team apparently. So there you go. Blackwell says, Louis, trust me, January we will go for Fekir again. Gab says, I have mixed feelings about Ingsy. I really would love to see him play as a starter somewhere, but also would like to see that lovely guy around Millwood. Yeah, definitely, Gab. I get what you're saying. I think a lot of people are very mixed when it comes to Ings. A lot of people really like Ings, like the effort, like his commitment to Liverpool, like the fact that he works hard and wants to play for Liverpool, and they respect the fact that he wanted to leave for game time. But everyone just says if they started to see a goal return for him, then they would be really happy. But it was the fact that he was coming in every now and then, playing this bit part role, only coming in for 10 minutes here, 5 minutes there, and he just wasn't really getting any goals. So I see why fans were going, oh, but my look at it was he wasn't regularly playing, he had big injuries, so I wasn't expecting him to really score much, to be honest. But if he does stay at Liverpool, I hope to see him in the cup games. I hope to see him start scoring goals. I think he would score more than what Solanke would in a season. So if Ings stays, if Solanke goes on loan to Rangers, then I think that actually benefits us all round. Solanke would improve at Rangers, and Danny Ings, I think, is a more experienced and a better player at this stage in their career over Solanke. And of course, I spoke in a video yesterday, if you didn't see it, talking about Daniel Sturridge. I said he's done it again. A few people thought I meant that he got injured, and I didn't. I just meant he's done it again. He's won a lot of Liverpool's hearts back. We was all talking about Daniel Sturridge, and before this transfer window, a lot of us were saying Daniel Sturridge's time at Liverpool is up. surely his time was going, you know, but then he's gone and had a fantastic pre-season. So he's done it again. He's made us all think, you know, if only Daniel Sturridge stays fit, we've got an amazing player there. And the one thing that I didn't say in that video yesterday that I wish I had, and it's very true, is if Sturridge is available and fit on the bench all the time, you're not going to sign someone with the quality of Daniel Sturridge out there or on a similar level that is willing to pay to play this second fiddle role or to be a sub to Bobby. Are you? There's not many players out there that's as good as Sturridge that is willing to, you know, sit on the bench as much as what Sturridge is going to be. And it's good to see that Sturridge and Klopp, they're on the same wavelength. They know now and they agree that this is the role that Sturridge is going to be playing for us. And we see how it goes this year. Not massive expectations for Sturridge because we know with his injuries. So it was really good to get your guys' opinions on him as well. A lot of us are hoping that he does well. Hopefully he stays available, but we do know his record, and you know, I don't think there's a lot of expectations. He looks confident. With him and the new lads in the team as well, hopefully we do all right this year, guys. I hope so. Fekir not that good, says Anthony Perry. I think Fekir's a good player, mate, personally. That's just my views, but obviously you've got your own. It's good to see everyone's differences in opinions. For me, obviously, like I say, I saw that we were linked with him over a year ago. That's why I started following it, so I started to watch him. And I liked what I saw. And I think with Fekir as well, if Liverpool would have signed him this window, we wasn't just bringing in a player that's, you know, can take on a couple of players. For me, we was bringing in another captain. We were bringing in a set piece taker. There was a lot of different stuff that a lot of boxes that Fekir ticked. So that was why I liked the idea of actually signing Fekir. It wasn't just, you know, that, oh, he's good on FIFA, or I've only just realised that he's linked with Liverpool over the last month or two, so I've started watching him on YouTube. I actually did take time to watch him play, and I actually liked a lot about him as a player. I like the arrogance of him. You know, I thought that he would have brought a lot to Liverpool, not just you know, a few skills here and there. Michael Dunn says, shout out, Daz, mate. Michael Dunn, the top mod, the legend on the channel. Big shout out to you. I hope you're good today. Obviously, transfer deadline day, guys. Let me know whether you're happy if you've just joined with what Liverpool have done so far. Let's talk about it, guys. I'm happy with the transfers that Liverpool brought in. We've seen Fabinho. Obviously, if any of you don't realise as well, Fabinho is battling to be fit for West Ham. Apparently, he's got a slight muscle problem. He was pictured with the club's doctor, Andy Massey. So yeah, he may not be available for West Ham. He hasn't been ruled out, but Liverpool are going to monitor him over the next 48 hours. So just an update there for you guys that's in the stream. Yeah, Fabinho's come in. We needed a holding midfielder for a long time. We've got one. He's got ability when it comes to going forwards as well. So I think he's a versatile player as well. We saw that he played at centre-back against Torino. He got moved to centre-back. He can play a few roles. I don't expect to see him play any other role than a midfielder role really this year, but he's kind of got it in his locker a bit. So I'm happy that we've finally signed that holding midfielder for us. I think it also allows the fact that Henderson might not just always have to play holding midfield for us. I think he could play more of a box-to-box this year. We've got Naby Keita finally come in. Obviously, that business was done before this window, but he's finally joined us. So it's good to see him in. He's another midfielder that box-to-box, all round, just seems to have everything. He will battle in midfield. He will get his foot stuck in like Fabinho will. But he's also very good when it comes to going forwards. He's already linking up well with players, including Daniel Sturridge. I was talking about that in that video. Good to see the link up there between them. So yeah, Keita, I'm aware of the situation and when that deal was done, but he's joined now. Shaqiri, what a steal. For 12.5, 13 million, whatever the fee was, and the wages that he's on, that player could be one of the signings of this window. Honestly, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The performances that we've seen from him so far, he's already starting to show that people are wrong, saying that he don't press, he doesn't do this. Yes, it's early days. Yes, it probably is too soon to really say we've got ourselves an absolute amazing player, or he's definitely this good, or he definitely can play that role. Of course, because we've only seen a few appearances in pre-season, so you can't always judge a player off that. But Shaqiri is already doing well for us. May it continue. I'm waiting to see how he does in the Premier League. He's showing that he's versatile. We were talking when we signed him, he'd probably play out on the right, he could play on the left. But now he's showing that he could probably pick up a central role. Stoke fans have said that he's better centrally. We're seeing online Stoke fans say actually he's probably better centrally. So hopefully he could play this central role. We was all crying out for a Fekir or a player to play centrally, someone that can unlock defences. Well, you can see that Shaqiri's already unlocking defences. I mean, look at that ball over the top to Daniel Sturridge. If he starts doing things like that, that'd be amazing. You know, if he starts linking up with the other players like that, I really can't wait to see that. And he's got a goal in him as well. So see more goals from midfield would be brilliant. Can I have a shout out, says GameStar Pro. Big shout out to you, my friend. I hope you're okay. So yeah, Shaqiri, Fabinho and Naby Keita. 3 midfielders added this window. Keita's a bit different, but 3 quality additions going into this season. Then also, like I say, we're keeping Daniel Sturridge back. Danny Ings, if he stays back as well, that's 2 players that will be rotating up the top. So the rotation will be there this year. We've got concerns over Lallana. Will he be available all year? We've spoke about that as well on this channel. We're also looking at Phillips as another centre-back that may be able to compete this year. You know, I said, people are saying, how good is this young centre-back? Who is this young centre-back? And I said, actually, he's a couple of months older than Gomez as well. So his age, he should be trying to compete with Gomez for a centre-back spot. Lovren and Van Dijk look like they're going to be the 2 centre-backs this year, with Trent or Klein at right back, Robbo at left back. But Phillips has been really good this pre-season. So he's like a new signing for us. We'll see how he does. That's probably why Klopp didn't go into the transfer market for a new centre-back, even though we was all saying about it. We shall see on that one. And then you've got Camacho, the youngster. I think he will be like a new signing as well for us this year. Jones is another one that may look like a new signing for us. The youngsters, you've got to remember the youth players here. These players are looking really sharp in pre-season. I don't expect to see them play week in, week out, because you don't want to throw the youngsters in there. But Camacho doesn't normally play at right back. He's normally an attacking player. Did a job at right back. His end product is fantastic. So I'm looking to see him play in the Cups. I'm looking to see Jones get some game time this year. So I'm really impressed with them players as well. You know, and then the main one that everyone should be talking about is probably Alisson. The one that could have the biggest effect on us this year has got to be the goalkeeper, Alisson. We knew the situation with goalkeepers, and I'm not even talking about Champions League final. I'm not even talking about Carrius. I'm talking about Liverpool's goalkeeping situation from back when Pepe Reina was at Liverpool, guys. I'm talking about Liverpool haven't really known who our number 1 goalkeeper is for many years. We have 3 goalkeepers at the club, Simon Mignolet, Danny Ward and Carrius, and everyone didn't know who was the best goalkeeper. We knew that Ward was a good goalkeeper, but he wasn't getting played. We knew that Carrius and Mignolet kept interchanging. Like, who was going to play in the Champions League? Who was going to play in the Premier League? You know, they had a competition in training, and Mignolet won it, and Carrius then ended up number 1. And, you know, it was all over the place. But Alisson's now come in this window, and he's the Liverpool lunatic, as I call him. So hopefully, now from the beginning of this season, we've got a number 1 goalkeeper that he's the man. He's coming. There's going to be no confusion there. He's going to be number 1 goalkeeper. Whether Mignolet leaves, whether Carrius is number 2, whoever, it doesn't matter. Alisson will be number 1 goalkeeper. We've got 2 very good young youth goalkeepers as well at the club. And I think with the defence as well, from the beginning of the season, guys, we got Van Dijk from the beginning of the season. We got Robbo that would be playing at left back from the beginning of the season, which that wasn't the case last year. I think we got a lot to look forward to for this season, guys. You know, Fat says, Alisson is the X Factor, Daz. You are right. He really is, mate. He really is. I think everyone's talking about the players, and so many times in these live streams, everyone said, who do you think would be our best signing this summer? And I said, I don't know, because we needed a holding midfielder. Fabinho, Keita is going to change things up a lot. Shaqiri could be the signing in the summer. But I think Alisson, we've needed a goalkeeper. We needed a goalkeeper that says, I'm the daddy, I'm the number 1. No one's going to take me off the spot. This is me. The defenders all know and get to know who is going to be behind them all the time. They can gel with them. That's the situation. We can forget about the goalkeeper. That's what we needed, and we should be able to do that now, hopefully. So, it's good that we've done that this window. Yes, we paid a lot, but Chelsea have just broke the record for a goalkeeper. Listen to Mourinho say Liverpool buying everyone and anyone. Shut up, tramp. He looks like a tramp. He sounds like a tramp. Liverpool aren't buying everyone. We aren't buying anyone. We're actually building a squad. Jurgen Klopp is building a squad. If you look at our net spend over the years, Liverpool have been clever with business. We are starting to, not just sell our players for ridiculously small fees. We're holding out and we're selling our players for good amounts of money, like what we expect them to go for in today's market. And we're buying players that we need. We've got a Klopp spine to the team now. So this transfer window, I think, has been a good transfer window. Yes, I'm the same as a lot of you guys out there that I think I would have liked to have seen a Fekir come in. I would have liked to have seen an attacking midfielder come in. And yes, I would have liked to have seen a Lascelles come in this window, because I would have been greedy and I would have said if we would have signed Lascelles and a Fekir, then I would have said, yeah, why can't Liverpool win the Premier League? Why can't Liverpool win the Champions League? Why can't we win everything, But why can't Liverpool win those things without doing that? We got to the Champions League final last year. Yes, it will be harder if we don't, but we've got an amazing manager and we've got amazing talent in the squad. It's just how they're rotated, it's just how they're managed, and it's whether those youth players that I was talking about that have had a great pre-season, whether they step up as well this year. I'm looking forward to it, guys, and I think we should all be, the same. I think we should be excited. The deadline's here. Liverpool aren't doing any other business, so we just have to go with it, guys. We have to go with it. So I'm excited. We got West Ham on Sunday. Every game's a Champions League final. Let's go and win that. 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points. That's what I want to see. I really don't see Liverpool losing many games this year. I don't. I see Liverpool maybe drawing the odd game, but I don't see Liverpool losing, because why should we lose? Why should we lose, guys? Who out there is good enough to beat Liverpool? No one out there is comfortably going to beat Liverpool ever. It just won't happen, honestly. And I'm not just saying it because I'm a Liverpool fan here. I'm saying it because I look at our squad, I look at our team, and I look at us and I just think, I don't see anyone that wants to come and play against Liverpool right now. No one. There's no one out there. They're going to be looking at our squad. From the new signings that we've made, the goalkeeper that's in between the stick, if you actually can beat our frontline press, and then you beat the midfield of Keita now running at you and a holding midfield like Fabinho, or if Jordan Henson's there, his legs, he's got legs and he will still run at you as well, then you've got to get past a back line that's got Van Dijk, one of the best centre-backs in the world, and one of the other best centre-backs in the world, Lovren as well, Robbo, Trent another year on, another experienced player this year. He went to the World Cup. That's even more experience for him. Kleiny's back from injury as well. We know how good he is defensively. And then they've then got to beat the Liverpool lunatic that is Alisson. Come on, I would not want to be facing that team, guys. I really wouldn't. So yeah, I'm excited, guys. I really am. Like I say, I would have liked more, guys, but at the same time, if we're not going to do it, which it looks very unlikely, then we just go with what we got, and I'm happy with it. I think we've had a fantastic window, and I think we're going to be a real dangerous team to come up against this year. I think the key to what we got to do this year, guys, is learn that when we're 2 goals up, is manage the rest of the game. Am I right in saying that? Do you guys agree with that? See out the game a bit. Control the game, dictate the play, don't leave space in behind. If we could do that, and I don't mean drop deep either, because when Liverpool drop deep, we don't look very comfortable doing that, do we? So I don't want to see that either, but there's ways of seeing out a game and doing it in style, and I think Liverpool can do that. United are going for the FA Cup, lol, says Charlie. Shaqiri would be a great 10, says Cameron. Yeah, indeed, Cameron, indeed. DB says the way Alisson holds a ball to draw their top line is boss. Yeah, DB, I've noticed that. The way dummy passes it, absolutely fantastic. I think that's going to be key to us, breaking the front line press of teams, and then we can get beyond them, and then that will draw their midfield then in as well, and then we're beyond them, and then Liverpool's counter-attack is going to be ridiculous. Kyle says Alisson, Trent, Virgil van Dijk, Phillips, Robbo, Keita, Hendo, Gini, Salah, Bobby and Mane. Kyle, is that your starting 11 for West Ham? Let me know if that's the case. Michael says, do we really need Fekir? Do we? I don't think we do. I'm gutted. Don't get me wrong, but we now have the players to do the job without Fekir. I think we got the players to do the job without Fekir, Michael. I definitely do. I agree with that. I think we're not signing Fekir this window, so I think we've definitely got the players to do the job. I think the Fekir thing would have been the icing on the cake, like what Klopp's said, like what I'm seeing other people say. I can't see why Liverpool can't do a job without these players. It would have just, these players would have helped. That's my look at it. Liv says, Daz, what are your thoughts on the FA Cup? Why is it not as important now? I still think it's important. I think every bit of silverware is important for me, Liv. I think Liverpool should go all out for it, to be honest. I really do. I think Liverpool should be starting to win silverware, and it doesn't matter what one it is. I just want to see Liverpool win silverware. On the bench, LFC is a legend, as always. I love your name. 20 minutes left. Nothing is going to happen. Nothing's going to happen, guys. Seriously. Just really, I'm waiting to see whether Ingsy was to go, but I don't even look like that's going to happen at the moment. Jamie Dodgers says, I'm a Chelsea fan, but Liverpool are very good. But do you really need Alisson, or did we really need Alisson? Jamie Dodger, will you tell me, you're a Chelsea supporter? Did we really need Alisson? I think we did, to be honest. But yeah, welcome to the stream, my friend. I think Liverpool really needed to sign a top goalkeeper, and Alisson, with how good his distribution is, really suits Liverpool style. Liverpool very dangerous on the counter-attack, and I think Alisson is going to start the counter-attack a hell of a lot this year. Already seeing him in goal for us. I think that's going to really start it, more so with a £5 donation. Bring on Sunday, big time. Thank you so much for the donation, more so, and I hope you're good. I'll drop you a message later, more obviously, so that we can speak. But yeah, thank you so much for your donation, and yeah, definitely more so let me know who you think will start on Sunday. You guys all excited about Sunday now? The Premier League will be back. Liverpool will be back playing competitive football. It's been too long, hasn't it? This window, like I say, people are still disappointed that we didn't get Fekir. He's the one that got away. But the next window, we don't know what's upon us, guys. And we should be happy. We should be looking forward to it. Premier League's here. Let's go. Let's see what we can do. We've got new players. We've got great players. Let's see what we can do. Carl says, watch the Champions League final, pal. Yes, we need one. Yeah. Red says, Dad, sorry for my behaviour before. I hope you can forgive me. Red, all is forgiven, my friend. All is forgiven. It does not matter. Mohammed says, Dan, what's your thoughts on Fabinho so far? What's my thoughts on him? I think he's been solid, mate, to be honest. I see people say the last game against Torino, he wasn't good. I think he missed a penalty. But other than that, I thought he did well. Obviously, everyone differs in opinions on what they see in games and what they see in players. And people have one player that they may like over other players and stuff. But for me personally, I think Fabinho's been solid. There's a lot of talk that he may have, he may be slower than the other players at, playing the Liverpool way, adjusting, maybe, but I haven't seen a problem. I think what Fabinho does, he does well. I think a good holding midfielder doesn't have to make late tackles and stuff like last-ditch tackles, or however you want to call it. He intercepts well. His positioning is good. The one thing that I saw against Torino, when he played at centre-back, I can't remember who the other centre-back was. I don't know whether it was Phillips that was on with him, but Phillips went to the ball and he got drawn over to the ball at the same time. So there was two centre-backs on him, but left space in behind. I was like, as a centre-back, maybe that's not his best position. But he's not going to be playing at centre-back, is he? So I'm not bothered about that. But yeah, other than that, I really don't get what people that are moaning about Fabinho are seeing. I don't see it. I think he's going to be solid for us. I think we needed him. I think he's going to get better. I think he's going to grow strength to strength to strength. And I just hope that we don't see a pattern this year with Fabinho. Like, what he does goes unnoticed so much that people are going, oh, he don't do anything. He's not someone that will do keep-ups on the sideline. He's not someone that will take on 50,000 people and then bang in a scream or whatever. So he's not going to get loads of plaudits. But I think what he's going to do for us is going to really help Liverpool win points this year. If Liverpool are 2 goals up, I want Fabinho on the pitch, because he's going to stop people from counter-attacking again. He's going to stop people from scoring goals. That's what I want on the pitch, and he's going to do that. So, yeah, I've been impressed with him so far, and I think I see a lot in him as well. His ceiling, there's so much more to come from him. So I do get what people are saying, that they haven't seen the best from him, but yeah, I think he's been good. Masambi says, yeah, Fabian is good and will work for us in shielding our defence. Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. I think we've got a lot more to come from here as well, which is really promising. Alan says, hi, Daz, we don't need Fekir. Let's make do with what we have. Look at the youth in the team, and we don't need to spend big money all the time. Alan, thank you so much for your views. It's pretty much what I've said in this live stream, mate, to be honest. I said I would have liked Fekir. He's the one that got away this window because of, you know, the interview. We saw that leaked and stuff, and we did go for him. But at the same time, I said we should be happy with what we've signed this window and with the youth players that we've seen. Jones, Camacho, you know, 2 very good players. Phillips at centre-back, great player. I've been really impressed with what I've seen in the pre-season from the youngsters, and they're going to be like new signings for us this year. Cup games. Jones may even play in some of the Premier League games as well if we need him to. He's been that good. I think he wouldn't look out of place in a Premier League game. I don't think so. I don't expect to see him play week in, week out, because I think at his age you don't want to throw him in the deep end. Trent had to do it last year. He did well, but yeah, I expect to see more. Colin says, hey Daz, my midfield 3 for West Ham is Fabinho, Keita and Wijnaldum. What's yours? Hey Colin, mate, good to see you in here today. Obviously, Connor runs or helps run the Facebook group, which is Liverpool FC fans group, on the bench LFC, Liverpool FC fans. So massive shout out to him because I really enjoy seeing his updates on there. Your midfield 3 is Fabinho, Keita and Wijnaldum. I think Fabinho obviously looks like, at the moment, the update today is that he's battling to be fit for West Ham. He's got a slight muscle problem for anyone that doesn't know. So I don't know whether Fabinho starts at this talk that John Henson may start it because he already got 20 minutes against Torino because his fitness levels were so high. Breaking news. I think it's Everton signed Bernard. Yeah, the deal's been completed. Everton have signed Bernard. There you go, guys. Breaking news. Everton have signed Bernard. We knew that was coming. But yeah, Henderson could well start that game. But yeah, I think Keita, Genie definitely starts at Genie. He's starting to add goals to his game in midfield. So I think, for me, those two definitely start. And then the other midfield slot, if Fabinho's not back, then I see Henderson maybe start it. But Shaqiri may start that game as well. Genie could play the sitter, or Keita could play it because Keita is very good defensively in midfield. So Keita, Genie and Shaqiri may start in midfield 3 for me, guys. Let me know. Ali says Fekir not leaving Lyon. No, guys, Fekir's not going to be leaving Lyon at this stage of this window, I don't think, at the moment. But who knows in the future, guys. Fekir is ditching us for Chelsea, says Red LFC. I heard there's a rumour that went out that Chelsea apparently bid for him, but it was 10 million short, so Lyon turned it down. So I don't think Fekir will end up leaving Lyon this window. I don't think, personally. Liverpool may end up going for him in the next window, guys. We don't know yet. But of course, if I see anything, I will update you on Facebook. I will update you on YouTube and on Twitter as well. So Cameron says, Daz, is Ox back in light training? No, Cameron, Ox is out for the season. So yeah, I think he'd be away off light training at the moment, my friend. Steve says, Maguire staying at Leicester, not Man United. Yeah, that's funny. Man United definitely. With all these centre-backs, that makes me laugh. They are just... What is going on with United? They're falling apart, aren't they? No, it's funny to watch. So many people talking about United today. Who else saw the Leicester manager troll United fans? Oh, what, when he said about him joining them? Yeah, he was that confident, I think, wasn't it? Not bad, Connor, mate. Simon Gamer says Fabinho, Keita and James. Junior says Fabinho, Keita, Shaqiri, please, says Junior. Michael says daily start. Michael says poor Ox. Fellow says Fekir has not agreed terms. Leon want 80 million just so he stays this season. He will sign for us in January. Ferno, indeed. That's my look at it. And for anyone that doesn't know, Ferno, that is one of the mods there in the live chat. He knows a lot when it comes to Fekir. Me and him have been following Fekir for over a year. He's moved to Liverpool. So if you've got any questions about Fekir, always ask Ferno if I'm not replying to you on the chat. Liverpool is the only team he would leave for. Leon is his boyhood club. So as much as he wants to come, I don't think he minds staying at Lyon for now in the Champions League. Fernando, that is my views. I think Fekir will stay at Lyon. At this point in time, I think he'll play the Champions League and Liverpool get him in the future. That's my look at it. And we get him for cheaper as well, which suits everyone, I think, apart from Lyon. I think they would have wanted Liverpool to sign him this window personally for the fee that they wanted, but they wasn't going to budge on the fee. Liverpool wasn't going to be going back in there for what Leon wanted this window at all. Yeah, Man U are falling apart. Let's all laugh at them, says Michael. Yeah, big time. I would love to see Man United drop out of the top four this year. I think he's going to get a sack this year. How is he not going to get a sack this year, guys? Come on. He's meant to be representing the team, and he looks the way he does. God. I see their fans saying that Jurgen Klopp used to look like a tramp or whatever. Jurgen Klopp looks a lot better than what Mourinho does. Seriously. I say, the thing that I always say is if you saw him at a bus stop, you would throw change at him, wouldn't you? Fernando says Fekir has not agreed anything. He's either staying at Lyon or joining Liverpool. He was in a Liverpool kit 2 months ago. Sad face. Yeah, he's the one that got away, hasn't it? This window for us, like I said, but for me, it's West Ham on Sunday. The signings that we've got in are good signings. Danny Ings wasn't at Melwood today. He was on a standby for a medical dash. Palace and Saints have been talking to Liverpool over Danny Ings, but at this stage it does seem that the bids have been insufficient. So Danny Ings could well be staying at Liverpool, guys. For anyone who's just joined, Danny Ings may be staying at Liverpool now. And the situation may mean that Slanky could end up going on loan to Rangers and, playing under Steven Gerrard, which I think actually would be good, because I think that, Slanky would benefit from a loan. And I think that Danny Ings down at Liverpool gives us more options in case Sturridge isn't available all the time like we spoke about. Then you've got Danny Ings there as well. Why not, guys? Why not? Lee says, oops, only just sub. Sorry, thought I was already, says Lee. No worries whatsoever, Lee. That's all right, buddy. That's all right. It doesn't matter at all. But good to see that you subscribe. Good to see you're in here as well today, mate. Fernando says Keita, Fabinho, Shaqiri is the best midfield we can have. In my opinion, that midfield has everything. It really does. It really does. You've got your holding midfielder as a destroyer. He's got height. He's got strength. Solid tackler. Keita, box to box animal. Gets his foot stuck in. Definitely great going forwards as well. And Shaqiri, his work rate's there and all. We've seen that. His pressing's there. And his ability to find a pass is ridiculous. We've seen it already. So, may it continue. Mourinho looks as if he's a grumpy. Was hit by a bus, says Michael. More so says, talk to you later, Daz, mate. Yeah, speak to you in a bit more so. Definitely. And thank you for the donation as well. Really appreciate it, mate. Harry Clapp says, just subbed. Thank you so much, Harry. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Hope that you enjoy the content as we move forward. I really look forward to getting your views on Liverpool as well. Peter says, Mourinho has trashed Man United. Let him continue. He has nothing on Klopp. He doesn't have anything on Klopp at all, does he, Peter? Let's face it. If you're a youth player right now and you had the chance to sign for Manchester United or Liverpool Football Club, right? And I'm not just saying this because I am Liverpool. I'm saying this because if you're a youth and you're looking at the two managers, who would you rather play under? Jose Mourinho, who will throw you under the bus. He doesn't care about you unless you're in the first team. You're not going to get a look in. Or would you rather play under Jurgen Klopp, that if you're a good player, he will give you chances and he will talk about you nicely and he will back you even if you ain't had a good game. Let's face it, we've seen Jurgen Klopp talk highly of players even when they haven't been doing good. He will find something good to say about you. We've seen it before. So, absolutely amazing. Rose says 5 minutes. Yeah, it's nearly finished now, guys. The window is nearly shut. We got 5 minutes left now, guys. Of the transfer window. It's amazing that a lot of you guys have joined me today to see the transfer window over the line. Like I say, had to do it because a lot of us have spoken about transfers this window. Wasn't anything today about Liverpool bringing anyone in, which was a shame. But at the same time, we've had a good window, guys. We really have. Connor says, wonder if Jose Mourinho will blame Liverpool and Klopp for the very bad transfer window. Nobody wants to join a sinking ship. Exactly, Connor. It's very true. Nobody does want to join a sinking ship. I definitely, if it was two ships at a dock and one had a hole in it and was taking on water and one was, looking all gleaming and had a Liverpool badge on it, I know what one I'd jump on. Michael says, why was Klopp getting our hopes up for new signings still? And nothing. I love our team, but why get our hopes up for nothing? Michael, I said this. I think he was just being silly. A lot of people started messaging me after Klopp's wording, saying, "Oh, Daz, because of what Klopp said, this surely means that we're going after someone else." I actually just think Klopp was kind of joking with it and just wanted people to have a good day and didn't want everyone to be miserable. Because even if Klopp said, let's face it, even if Klopp said, look, we're not going to be doing any transfers, everyone would have still watched that and gone, yeah, but Liverpool will. A lot of people would still be watching it saying, oh, Liverpool could still sign for Keir. It would have happened anyway. So I think Klopp was just kind of going with it. You know, that's my views. But Red says that Mourinho kind of scares me. Does he, Red? Why does he scare you? Yeah, I get to be honest. If he stumbled out of a bar late at night, you know, and you had to walk past him, you would kind of take a wide berth, wouldn't you? He probably smells. Mourinho's at Everton, 28 million break-in, says Dean. Yeah. They're talking about it right now, actually. Everton agreed deal to sign Yerry Mina for 28.5 million, guys. Liverpool all the way, says Ivan. Yes, Ivan. Liverpool all the way. You'll never all clone to you. Louis says we haven't. Yerry Mina to Everton, says Aro. Mourinho reminds me of Scrooge. Man's never happy. No. Let's hope the ghost of Christmas past visits him. And the others. Anthony says, Jose phoned by Jan. Thanks, Ferno, mate. Daz, read my last comment, says Mohammed. Mohammed says, Daz, Liverpool will go to the Champions League final against Juventus and Alisson gets injured. There's a penalty and Karius will save it to secure Liverpool to Champions League out on the bench. Mohammed, let's hope Alisson doesn't get injured, but, you know, you should start writing books, mate. I would like to see how some of your books come out. Definitely. Matt says, Daz, do you think Fabinho is fit for the first game? Matt, I'm not too sure because obviously today they've said that he's battling to be fit for West Ham. Slight muscle problem is what we're hearing. They haven't ruled him out yet, but yeah, apparently they're going to keep an eye on him over the next 48 hours. It doesn't sound great, does it, if they've got to keep an eye on him? So does Klopp take a risk with him? Is Henderson going to be fully fit for West Ham? Probably not. Is it a case that Henderson might play half an hour, Fabinho comes on? I don't know. Does Shaqiri start and then Genie plays holding? Does Keita play out? Really don't know. You know, Shaqiri, Genie and Keita, I don't know where we go with that. You know, 3 small midfielders. You would have liked to have seen a bit of grit in there, wouldn't you? Sideman Rock says, hi, just subbed. Hello, Sideman. Welcome to the live stream and thank you so much for your subscription. I really look forward to seeing your views on Liverpool in the future as well, as to everyone that's just subscribed today. Oisk says, fist bump. Oisk, I will have to do it like that because I've got the mic right in front of me and I don't want to knock it because then, you know, people won't be able to hear me because the lead will come out. But I hope you're good today, Oisk. One more min, says Aro. Yeah, I've got 1 minute and 13 seconds, guys. The countdown is on. Do-dum, do-dum, diddle-dum, boom. That's like countdown or something, isn't it? But, yeah. 1 minute left. Everyone's saying 1 minute, 1 minute. Aaron, you're going to have to change your Twitter picture and banner for the time being. Aaron says, odds on new United manager, Anthony. Definitely. DZB says, hi, Daz. Hello, DZB. How are you today, my friend? Hope you've had a fantastic day. We have got 50 seconds and counting, guys. Oh. Guys, can't believe it. What a win that Liverpool have had. Seriously, look, everyone's saying it's over. Obviously, on mine, it's not at the moment. So, Lee saying, where's your tie? Oh, God, it's too hot for a tie today, Lee. It's too hot. I've got a Liverpool top on. That counts, doesn't it? How do you edit your screen, bro, says Joe. OBS, my friend, and then I make all the graphics myself. Come on, where's the little timer? What have they done with the timer? Hang on. Come on. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And it's closed. Right, well, there you go. Liverpool didn't sign anyone, did they, today, guys? We knew it wasn't going to happen. I had to do the countdown. A lot of you guys were saying it was closed, so maybe my stream was a little bit behind from what you guys were saying. But yeah, interesting. Like I say, actually, to be honest, guys, for anyone that's just joined, Liverpool have actually had a really good transfer window, and we've got some really good young players as well that have done really well this pre-season. So I feel good. I feel good going into this season. I really do. I think I would have been happy to see a couple of other signings come in for definite because it would have helped us. And we would have been like, yeah, we got more chance of winning things. But at the same time, why can't we go and win things with what we got, guys? We definitely look better equipped than what we did last year. I think so anyway. Suraj says, rocking that That hat indoors like a soldier does is killing it. Rocking that hat like a soldier. Hang on. Do I have to stand to attention like that, Suraj, or whatever? You know, yup, Ings is with LFC, says Stephen. Yeah, Ings, you know, we haven't heard that Ings has left Liverpool, so it does look like Ings may be staying back. We'll have to wait and see on what they say about Liverpool at the moment, guys. But Fernando says, can we all take a moment and laugh at Spurs? Let's all take a moment to laugh at Spurs. What are they doing? What have Spurs done? What are they doing? Are they confident? Is it a confidence thing? I really don't know, guys. But you know, Chelsea signing a record signing goalkeeper this window as well. Their fans are all laughing at Liverpool. I don't know. I think that benefits us. So thank you so much to the Chelsea Football Club for signing a record signing goalkeeper, because I think that takes the pressure off Alisson with the sum, because Alisson's going to be like, whew, thank you for that, you know. So yeah, that was a remarkable. Spurs not signing anyone. Man United not bringing in a defender, like, even though they've been linked with God knows how many defenders. So that's interesting to see. Liverpool didn't sign anyone today, you know. Fekir was the one that got away because we saw the interview, but we probably go back in for him in the future, maybe. Pulisic in the next summer, we've been linked with him. We've been linked with loads of players. There's still breaking news here. West Ham, Aidan McGee is breaking this news here, guys. Let's see what he's got to say. What are you saying? What are you saying? He reckons he's a broken man. Let's see what it is. La Rocca 15. Carlos Sanchez. West Ham signed Carlos Sanchez. We knew that. Woo. I hate when they do that. Yeah, West Ham have signed Carlos Sanchez as well, guys. So that's being confirmed now as we speak. So yeah, Everton signed Yerry Mina, says Sam. Man United don't know how to do business in a transfer window anymore. Back in 30 days, that was one. Man United knew what to do. Yeah, Ian says yes, Naveen. Ferno says, I hope someone links us to Fekir interview so we can all watch it. Ferno, how amazing would that be? But at the same time, it would destroy people. It would be soul destroying. Anyway, I'm going out, going to play some football. No worries, Ferno. See you soon, buddy. Be good to speak to you soon. Breaking Everton and Barcelona have agreement to sign Andre Gomez on loan, says Louis. Naveen has said about Fekir being in Jan. Oh. See, so there's teams that have done quite a bit of business this window, and a lot of teams have done good business. I think Liverpool have been one of them teams as well. I don't care what Mourinho says about the pressure Liverpool should be under. You know, we've done good. We're trying to compete. We're trying to win the Premier League. The other teams up the top, they spend big as well. Liverpool have got a good squad. And we've got good youth players that have done well in this pre-season. I think Phillips is going to be strong as a centre-back competition this year, like I said. You know, we were talking about we could have done with a centre-back. Phillips has impressed this pre-season, so maybe he will do good. So we'll see how he does. If we do need another centre-back when it comes up to the next transfer window and Phillips doesn't do a job, then maybe Liverpool go for one in the next transfer window or next summer. We're talking about Lascelles. A lot of people would like Lascelles to come in, so we'll see about that one. I never thought Lascelles would come in this window anyway. Some breaking news here. Who's got this breaking news? Hold up. Dan Burn. Brighton, Dan Burn. There you go. It's been completed. All done. Connor says Liverpool have done the best business in this window by far. I think so. We're definitely up there, aren't we? Alisson, top signing. Shaqiri, one of the signing of the summers for the fee that we paid for him. How can we not have done the best business? Fabinho, out of nowhere. That's a fantastic signing. He will just go from strength to strength. And Naby Keita, we already knew he was coming in, but great signing. And we brought in some good youth players as well. So fantastic, guys. Huddersfield, breaking news. Not on a permanent deal or something here? Isaac and Benza, season-long loan. at Huddersfield, guys. AS, hi guys, any news about Fabinho's injury? At the moment, all we're seeing is that they're going to monitor it, my friend, for 48 hours. He's not been ruled out fully for the West Ham game, but 48 hours, they are going to monitor him. It's a slight muscle problem is what we're hearing, so I hope that helps, mate. No outgoing, I'm gutted, says Ranjan. Yeah, Danny Ings, we haven't seen that Danny Ings has left Liverpool either, so it looks like he's very much likely to stay at Liverpool, which could well mean that Solanke could have ended up going to Rangers. Manchester United here, what's this? We're heading to Manchester United so you can tell us what hasn't been happening there. No. On the bench, LFC says, Daz, can you check my last comment? Yeah, sure. Breaking, Barcelona signed Adam Bogdan to replace Lionel Messi. That was a great comment for me to check, mate. I hope Bobby Duncan comes good and follows his cousin's footsteps. Yeah, definitely, Adam. He's a very highly sought after youngster, mate. Really, really highly. I think he missed like a year's worth of football and still got picked for the national team. So that shows how highly rated he is. So yeah, I think he's definitely got ability. So I'm looking forward to seeing him play this year. Leon says, hello. What we got here then, Leon? Granny says, Carrier's just complete the United Dream Team. Breaking Fekir signed for Chelsea, says Simon. He's not signed for Chelsea, Simon. He's not signed for them. Naveen says, players can go out until end of the month, Daz. So Ings, Origi could go. Yeah, Naveen. That's the thing. I think Dominic Solanke, I think personally, will probably end up going to Rangers, I reckon. And maybe Ings ends up staying because I think Ings wanted to be sold. I don't see Ings going on loan. I think Solanke on loan and we keep Ings back is my personal look at it, but we'll see what happens. On the bench says Daz, teams outside England can still sign players. Yeah, but I think Ings wants to stay in England is what I saw, so I don't see Ingsy going. No, I'm only joking. Daz says, I know, mate, I know. Spencer says, Daz, who's going to win the league? The favourite's got to be City, but Liverpool are going to be battling for it for definite, surely. Cameron says, Daz, can't wait for Mark Goldbridge's reaction to Man United transfer activity. Yeah, people were saying about him being on Sky today. I wasn't watching it when he was on it or whatever, but I saw the screenshots or something. Was any of you guys watching it? Was he like definitely on it? I was out, so I only saw a picture. So hope Sturridge bags lots of goals this season. Me too, Leon. That'd be nice to see. I said if he hits over 10 goals this year, I think that's a great return for him. Obviously, I did a video speaking about Sturridge yesterday on the channel. If you missed it, go and give it a watch. I just gave my opinions of him. And something that I forgot to say that... Oh, don't worry. I thought they were saying about some more breaking news there, but no, they always do that, don't they? They try and pretend that they're breaking some news, but they're not. Man United to finish out the top four, says AS, definitely. Everton are doing well. That's for him. Everton are doing well. They are doing well. Are they expected to finish above Liverpool again this year? Definitely. Breaking news from Brighton again. So you have actually got breaking news. Come on, Roger. Speak up, Roger. Come on in. They've done a deal. Martin Montoya, Valencia defender, used to play for Barcelona. Spit out. They've agreed a deal for him with Valencia. It's close. It's not done yet, but it's close. There you go, he's close to joining. He was going to be joining Fulham, but Simon, the window is closed, but when deals are close like this, they can overlap a little bit and it can still be finished. Anthony says, Man U just asked for added time to get a new bench warmer. Except Mina can't defend, says Junior. Leon says, I'm genuinely quite scared of Wolves. Wolves have done fantastic this window. I think Wolves are going to be a really good team. And I hate when you have the Sky Sports app and the notification goes on. I know the show. Yeah, and then it comes up as England versus India cricket. I know exactly the feeling, Leon. I get it all the time, and it really annoys me. Has it officially closed then, Daz? For us, for him, it has. But there is time that overlaps where they can complete deals if it's close as well, guys. Not scared of them, but they should get Europa League, says Junior. Yeah, did we buy someone? Nils? No, we didn't buy anyone today, my friend. It was very unlikely. Anyway, Danny Ings was the one today that we was on the watch to see if he was leaving. He hasn't left yet. There's a possibility that he could still leave the club this window. He could go out on loan, but I think it's unlikely that Danny Ings goes on loan. It's possible, but I thought that Danny Ings wanted to leave for game time. I don't see Liverpool wanting him to go on loan. I would see that they would rather keep him back because Klopp likes him, rates him. And I don't think that Danny Ings wants to go abroad either. I heard or read somewhere that he wanted to stay in England. So I don't see him signing for another club abroad, guys. So Danny Ings staying at Liverpool is a high possibility right now. I really do think. And Dominic Solanke could still go on loan to Rangers. So we'll see about that one. I don't know whether that's still on the cards now, but I read it somewhere earlier, so I don't know. Adam says, who could imagine Man United's biggest signing is Lee Grant? Did anyone go? Says Andy. No, mate. No, not what I've seen. We really shouldn't have, says Junior. No. Right, guys. Hang on. Connor says, Daz, would you have Phillips at centre-back if Gomez and Clavin are out? Definitely. West Ham game for me. He had a very good pre-season, and the Torino game show he could do a job at Anfield. Yeah, I said it. I've been really impressed with Nat Phillips, mate. I think he's had a fantastic pre-season. I think at the age that he's at, he should be trying to fight for a spot as well. So why not? If the others are injured or aren't fit enough and got slight issues, then Phillips, go for it. Put him in there. Hope that he does a job. He's got Van Dijk next to him. If Klein starts, Trent looks likely that he could be fit enough to play. But if Klein starts on the right as well, he's got experience. Van Dijk next to him, he's got experience. And Alisson behind him. Why couldn't Phillips do a job there? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely, mate, definitely. That's it, guys. I think I'm going to leave it there because I've got to go and have some dinner and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you for joining me for this one. Obviously, I spoke a lot about Liverpool's transfers this window. Please leave a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the stream. It means a lot if you guys can leave a thumbs up. It helps put the content out there. But yeah, like I say, we talk a lot now. The season is upon us. We will get back to usual content. You will have the shorter videos where we're talking about the games, the matches, the updates, the team news, injury updates. Hopefully not a lot of those, but the regular stuff. So we will have a lot more of them. So for those of you guys that do like the short videos, you will get a lot of those. All right. But yeah, like I say, enjoy the rest of your days, guys. The transfer window for Liverpool Football Club is done. We didn't sign anyone. There was a certain player in particular that got away. But will Liverpool really mean in the future? Is possible. Take it easy, everyone. I've been on the bench, LFC. You've all been legends. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.